Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the first episode of F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Now, we are already starting with the race here. If we go to the race director, if it will let me do it, there we go. We are starting, I think, from 19th. I started this on a stream the other day, but we are starting 22nd. I started this on a stream the other day, but ended up ending it after attempting this race quite a few times and failing, so we are going to switch this to a YouTube career mode playthrough. So let's just get into this race here. So it is a 25% race. Let me actually see about this. Okay, that's good. I have to have medium traction control or I can't race at all. And then let me see, gameplay settings. 85, that works. So let's just get into this here. We're going to get our race strategy here. So I would actually say if we edit the strategy, our stint 2, why don't we go to the mediums. Okay, and then we pit here. Maybe we should go to the hards. Or what if we go medium to soft? No. Medium to... no, let's go, now I've messed this whole thing up. How do I remove a stint? Oh, here. Why? Remove stint. We go medium to soft. And then remove that stint. You know, I think... yeah, why don't we do that and we'll pit on lap 18. Trying to see what we should do here. I think we'll pit on lap 17. Medium to soft. Okay. Back. And let's start this race here. And here we are for the 2020 Australian Grand Prix. We are up to 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Decent start initially, but then we start to drop back here, going up through the gears. Gonna try and get back with them for turn 1. See some part of a front wing going flying in the braking zone. Catching up to the back of our teammate, going through turn 1, down turn 2, onto the straight here. Still a little ways behind, not the best start. Engine power is definitely down for us this season. Into this hard braking zone. Through its right-hander. We're going to try to dive bomb to the inside, make a little contact, no damage though, so that's good. Through the next right turn, looking to try and get past him, but we are still a ways back. Gonna just go for a dive down the inside. Once again, gonna have to just slam on those brakes and stop here. So, heading round, and at this point I am dropping back quite a bit, so I'm just sort of trying to settle into a pace. I have realized that they are all just pulling away, so I'm trying to stay in the slipstream. I should have been using overtake here, but I was not, so... yeah, just trying to keep up the best I can, but an overtake, at least this lap, is pretty much out of the question for me. Going down here, I do actually get a pretty decent slipstream down this straight, as they're fighting. My teammate and Latifi are fighting away. And going through this right turn now, still about the same distance, not falling back, but also not getting any closer. Around the third to last corner, into the hard braking zone. And we overshoot it by a lot, get way off the track, and we spin it out. Lap 1, spin it out. So, I just try to spin it back here. This has just completely ruined the start of this race here, but I'm just saying to myself, just put in some good laps, and you can hopefully catch up. So, that's our goal here. Just try to get as many good laps in as we can. Into turn 1, carrying some decent pace here, although running in rich mix, but the tires, they do simulate, if you've been in the grass, the tires will be slippery for a lap or two until all the grass comes off. Another heavy braking zone here. There are quite a few heavy braking zones here, so we're skipping ahead quite a few laps. We're on to lap 6 now. We've put in some decent laps, but nothing crazy. You can see we're putting in a green sector 1. We've been green most laps and improving, so... that's always good, although we are about 5 seconds off the pace of the leaders and the main pack. So, if we look behind us now, we can see that, well, the leaders are coming around to lap us on lap 7 here. So that just shows you our pace and how lacking it is. So, just gonna let him by on this straight here. Pull over to the left side. Let them lap me. Actually, Hamilton does not actually get me here. I thought he would get me, so I had to take time into that corner, which I was hoping to be able to take decently quickly, but I could not. More blue flags. A lot of drivers looking to pass here. So, once again, I'm just going to duck to the inside of this straight here. Let them come past. Slow it down. And actually almost come in contact with Max Verstappen, but we don't. And still got one more blue flag behind us. It's Bottas. I was hopefully can have him go by me there, but I brake here, and Bottas actually comes into me. I think that was sort of my fault. I didn't give him quite enough room, but breaks off the front left of my front wing, which is not good. Front left of my front wing, that's not correct. But that is not quite good. So heading down now, we get some DRS from Bottas, and I'm just going to dive into the pits here. We did already pit once, but we are, I don't actually know if I caught that, but we did already pit once onto the hards, and then we spin it again, which is very unfortunate. So we're going to turn it around. Almost get slammed into by Raikkonen, but another pack coming up behind us, and just no front wing at this point. And well, you'll see the effect right here going into this corner. Just no brakes because there's no grip on those front wheels. So I decided I'm going to come into the pits again on lap 7, and this time I am deciding to go to the medium tires and try and a little faster than the hards and stick it out on the mediums. Although it was going to be close with tire life. Towards the end there, these tires are going to wear out. So McLaren actually just pitted ahead of us. I'm just noticing that, but coming into the pits now, it's going to be another long pit stop since we have to change another wing. So 9.5 seconds stationary pretty much. It's not very good, but well, we're just going to throw it into rich mode, overtake mode on, and just get out of here back onto the track. Medium tires might have a bit more pace and see what we can do here. Lap 8, let's see what happens. Down this straight here, rich mode, no overtake here. I don't know why I didn't use it, but I didn't. I still have, yeah, now I have like, I have 100% battery, so I don't know why I wasn't using overtake, but yeah. Alright, still down in 22nd, 100% battery, gonna start using some overtake. We are in rich mix still. And, well, everyone has lapped us except for Nicholas Latifi, who is a minute and 20 seconds ahead of us, so he's pretty much behind us. But 8 laps in, not the best, and completely mess up that corner to boot. So we'll see what we can do from here. Let's see what we can do. Definitely a red first sector, but now we're moving on to 11, green first sector. Good, still P22, no overtakes, but green first 2 sectors, a second ahead, and then we completely lose it coming out of that corner. Lose half the first front wing, so I just reset it to the track because I didn't want to spin it around. And time to pit for a third time. Actually, well, we are going to be lapped by Nicholas Latifi here, so I'm just going to let him by. Actually, not yet. I'm trying to find a chance to let him by. I think I'll just do it here, yeah. Just hit the brakes early, let him go past. With only half a front wing, this will be interesting, but I do choose not to pit here. I stay out. Latifi does pit, but I choose to stay out here, so I'm just going to fight it out with half a front wing. If I pit one more time, there's really no point. You know, we've lost if we pit one more time. But we lost 11 seconds in the second half of that lap. Moving on one more lap, and my teammate is out of the race, and we have a virtual safety car. So, 1 DNF for our team, but we do have this virtual safety car. But under virtual safety car, I'm trying to catch up with that delta, get a little bit ahead, but I get really behind it, so I'm hoping the VSC stays out long enough that I can bring that delta back down and actually get something out of the virtual safety car, where I play it to my advantage. But, well, we're 1.7. Now we're finally starting to catch that delta, but in a second we will see that Which maybe not yet, but time's going down 1 second now. And now we go, yeah. Virtual safety car's ending, still 7.7 seconds off the delta, so really didn't gain anything off that. We did have a green first sector this lap and almost lose it, starting off out of that second to last corner. And that second to last corner, I think almost half the times I come through that corner, we end up almost spinning it, so that's fun. But now, coming up to be lapped again here, no, this is just, I think just Bottas here, coming up to lap me, so I just pull to the side. What about, oh no, that was Hamilton, okay. So Hamilton goes by here. Just have to sit here and wait while he charges off into the distance. I mean, right now you can just see the difference in pace between him and us. That's just, it's a surprising difference in pace. Even with DRS overtake and rich mode, he's still just pulling away. So, all I can hope to do is just stick with my pace, and we throw it completely wide into turn 1. 2 more cars coming up to pass me, so I'm just going to rejoin and stay on this left side, let them go by, get a bit of DRS help. But this is really not going well. Skip forward ahead here, and more people coming up to lap me now. So I'm just going to pull to the side after this corner here, let them come by. There goes Bottas, and once again almost slamming into him. Last time I did hit him, that time I guess I did touch him. No damage though, so it doesn't really matter. Overtake's on. Another person coming up to lap me again. And I'm pretty sure Hamilton pitted on this last lap. That's why he's now behind me and in 4th. He went in for a pit. So that's why he's passing me again. But, well, I can see even more cars behind me that are going to be coming to lap me. Actually, the first one behind me is Latifi. So he technically has not lapped me yet. The only car that is still on the same lap that I am. And coming here to be lapped by one of the Ferraris. I don't know which one. Lap 17 out of 29. This is a 50% race. But coming through, it was Charles Leclerc. He has passed me now. I mean, even with the Ferrari, which if you've been watching the first 2 races, is not very fast in 2020. But even that is still having a lot more pace than us, although we keep up with him better than we kept up with Hamilton, so you can see that there is the difference. And actually at this point I actually don't see the next blue flag. I don't see that. I thought Leclerc was the last blue flag for now, so I was not trying to let those people behind me past, which unfortunately you will see here leads to a 5-second penalty, as well as hitting another wall and losing the wing again. So very unfortunate. Lap 17 here, so we're just gonna bring in another virtual safety car. So here, I mean, I have to pit. No front wing. I can't do anything with no front wing. And then no braking. Take that corner very slowly. Headed into the third to last corner. And we completely just headed into the gravel. So I decided at this point that to save the car, because we were just wearing it out running it, I just decided to retire here. DNF. So we're starting off with a double DNF for our team. I think I called it Team Infinity. I forget what I called it, but not at all a good way to start a season. Very disappointing, but what do you expect to do? It looks like one of the Ferraris won. Who will it be here? Looks to be, it's Vettel. Vettel ended up winning that race, so good for him. I think this game is the only time he'll be on the podium or even win in 2021. Or 2020, not 2021, although he ain't going to be winning in 2021 since he's not going to be in the sport. But Hamilton ended up finishing 7th, not a great race for him. But I guess that is a start to the season. I will hope that Bahrain will be better. I have never been a good person at racing around Australia. It's always been a bad track for me, but most of the other tracks I am pretty decent at. So, here, get some XP. And we're just going to take a look at the driver boards, although last 2, technically I finished 21st, one better than my teammate, but really nothing to write home about. But anyway, Vettel won, Bottas, Verstappen, Stroll, and Perez had great races, 4th and 5th. But let's just head home. Alright everybody, so yep, as I've probably said in that voiceover, that was not the best way to start a season with a double DNF. But, you know, what can you really do, right? we gave it a good effort, right? And that's what matters. So, yeah. So I definitely think Australia is not my track, as I probably also said. I'm not sure what I'm going to have said in the voiceover, but Australia is not my track at all. So definitely Bahrain will be a better race for us. So yeah. But anyway, let's see aerodynamics awareness. Let's go aero team building. Yep. Turn to overview. We're just gonna advance time. Okay, so that will do it for this episode. Thanks for coming out. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, it would be greatly appreciated if you would consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you get notifications of when I go live, or not when I go live, I'm sorry, I think this is a Twitch stream, of when I upload a new video. So once again, thanks for coming out. Bye.